Okay, so what do we have here? We made a project that is real-time health monitoring of a transformer. So we have used a transformer that is 230 to 12 volt step down transformer, and we have interfaced four sensors to it. The first one being LM35 temperature sensor, the other one being a current sensor, then an oil level sensor, as you can see there, and it is a EP2000 oil level sensor. And then we have created a voltage divider circuit here using same resistances to make a voltage sensor. So now we'll be demonstrating you the project. So basically this entire thing is it's wireless transmission from one end to the other, so that the operator who is sitting onto a monitor has the real feed of it without any wires running here and there. So we have used three loads in the form of bulbs. These are filament bulbs, double filament bulbs, 12 volts. So you can see as we power it up, and we have used an Arduino Nano to interface all of these together. And we also have a ZigBee module here. The transmission part is here, and the reception part would be at the operator end, and we'll be seeing it onto a screen as to whatever readings these four sensors give to Arduino. The Arduino gives it to the ZigBee, and ZigBee gives it to the other ZigBee receiver on the other end. So we'll first see if the loads are working or not. The loads are working fine. I'm guessing so. Yes, the loads are working fine as well. So we'll be moving towards the other part now. The other part being a GUI that we made using Raspberry Pi and Python codes. So I'll take you there now. So this is the GUI that we made, and it shows all the four parameters, in fact five. First we have the voltage, as you can see on the left, then the current. You can see there's a initial reading of 0.21. This is probably because of some calibration errors. Temperature, this is the room temperature here right now. Oil level is normal, and the power is same, P is equal to V into I, and we have the power. Apart from that, we have power curve and temperature curve on the lower left side that will be showing you consecutively. But this is the Raspberry Pi that we're talking about, and we've interfaced the active buzzer module here, so that we get a buzz whenever a warning status of either high temperature or high current, over current, or under voltage, whatever sort of warning is there, so it will give a buzz here, and we'll get to know that there is a problem. And this is the ZigBee receiver module that we've been using. So I showed you the transmitter module at the end. At that end is the ZigBee receiver module that will be giving data that is being transferred from that ZigBee transmitter to the Raspberry Pi and would be displayed here consecutively. So once we switch on the first load here, you see the current value has now changed to 2.7, and the voltage value has also been dropped, because the loads would use some voltage and there will be a voltage drop across the second load, and the current would increase obviously as the current drawn due to more amount of load would be greater. Consequently, you see that the power output is also greater. So when we switch on the second, now we switched on the second one, and you see again that it's 5.07 now, and there's a certain amount of voltage drop at 13.16. But you'll notice something great here. Once you switch on the third and the final load, so I've set the limits so that you get the buzz and you get the feed as over current and under voltage, because the voltage has gone down below 13, that we have set the limit, and the current limit we have set to 6.5. So as soon as it goes above it, the active buzzer module comes into picture, and you see this. So we'll switch off the load now. As soon as you switch off the load, you see everything comes back to normal. Same current, same normal status. But you'll see the temperature is increasing here. That is because we are using a LM35 here and using a bulb as a heat source. and we placed it as 45, the limit. So as soon as it crosses 45, it gives you a temperature. But this is again, this is not because, this is just for the ease of understanding that we have kept it at 45. You can, the range of LM35 goes up to 150, and you can keep it anywhere between 150, between 110 to 150 as per your wish. But the problem bearing is that as soon as you do it for a real transformer, you'll have to use a optically isolated sensor. So all these four sensors would not be the sensors that we'll be using for actual transformer. We'll be using optically isolated sensors that would be furthermore appropriate to carry out the same job, although the coding used would be particularly the same. So I'll also show you oil level sensor. This is the oil level sensor. Initially you see the level of water is up and everything is normal, but as soon as you take out some water from it or you pour some water to it, so this is the indication of overflow. So you'll see here that the oil level is no more normal, but it is high. So the oil level here is high. And as soon as you take out water from it, the water is down now, the water level has gone down, and you see the buzz again, and the oil level goes down low. And once you put back the water to its normal position, the bus stops, and so does the warning status. So it is normal, back to normal again. So this is real-time health monitoring of a transformer, and this is how it looks like. So as soon as we click on this power curve, you see this power has been, you can see an initial peak in the wire. That is because we just switched on a load, and once we switch on the second load, there's a spike in the power and it comes down. That is because of the initial transient that happened, and it settles down to the original position as 5.1, and the power is 67.26. This is being updated per second. So if you then switch on the third one, you see there's a overcurrent and the under voltage, and the temperature and the power has gone high enough. So as we click on this temperature curve right over here, we see this window popping up here, and this will give you actual feed as to the rise in temperature. The rise in temperature is happening because we have placed a LM35, this little sensor over here, near to this load bulb, which is acting as a heat source to it, and the temperature you see here is rising. Once we place it near to it, you'll see that there is a rise in temperature. We set the limit to 45, as you guys remember. So as soon as it crosses 45 here, it starts beeping. It's 45.9 now. Temperature is high. You see the curve keeps on going up, and you leave it back, you'll see the temperature level is falling now. And once it come back, now it's 43 and it's all normal, and the graph it is coming down to. So this was the project, guys. Hope you liked it.